Okay, I'm gonna harvest these broccoli, even the small ones. Some of these have already been harvested. Here's the broccoli up in the, in the upper garden. There's a little bit, these are not as big, the plants. They were planted later and they were root bound, so they're not doing as well out here right now, but these, I don't know that they're going to produce anything. Kale's happy pretty much out here, but still planted later than inside the hoop house. Things are starting to grow again. This is the end of this bed. There's a bunch of currants here I need to harvest. Some white ones over here. Some pink. Ton of those to harvest. So, but this bed here, I mean, just the paths, this bed is growing. The paths, if you can see in the fencing there where I didn't finish that bed, it's the bean bed that didn't happen this year. But I've got to do some weed whacking and mowing, and then get to putting straw on these beds and those up there as well. So this is our second harvest of broccoli. Not too much. Perhaps I will try again to grow them for the fall. We'll see. Maybe another meal for us. I came out today and to water in here and tie things up, but the peas had fallen down. Again, the middle section had fallen down, and now this left section had fallen down, and there's a section on the right that's fallen down. And I forgot how I used to grow peas because it's been a couple of years since we had aphids, and then just didn't have good harvests at all for the past couple of years. So I totally forgot. You know, they grow up beautiful, but they do need to be tied up. Unfortunately, they're just not strong. They're not bred, evidently, to withstand the weight of their own peas, which doesn't make much sense to me. But anyway, so that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm trying to harvest the peas and tie them up as well. Maybe clean out the dead parts. I may have lost some more as well, because when they fall over they just like snap. So we'll see what happens. Okay, as you can see, this one is broken. So I'm definitely going to take that one out. So this is where I'm going to complain a little bit about the fact that, the seeds that they sell are from plants that have been, cultivated in specific environments, and under specific conditions. So they're not hardy. And I understand the logical reasoning behind that, but at the same time, I think it defies logic to say, let's create something that, yes, that produces a lot, but has to be grown under specific conditions, because that makes us dependent. So my goal is always to find the plants that grow the hardiest, can withstand, and not just through genetic, humans involved in managing the genetics. But working with the plants maybe that sounds silly and probably wrong about that, but could be a better way, right? If I had been smart and remembered that I do need to tie up the peas, I just need to, I wouldn't be complaining right now. I would be happy and thankful. that these produce so much. But you know, tying things up all the time gets tedious. But this is where I learn and adjust and adapt to what is available to me. I love my little harvesting bags. I was gonna get a big bowl, but then I would have to do a lot more bending up and down. I gotta tie these up too. Look, I have a bug in my hair. I do appreciate that I can grow a lot of food just in a small space. I think I'm gonna go to the bed up there. So easily broken, snapped. I'm gonna go up to the upper bed and see what's there to harvest those.